Sup? It's Greggatron. I'm trying to get this dang on camera right. Acting all crazy between vertical and horizontal and the orientation, and I have my phone going this way so I want horizontal, but they're trying to make me do vertical. It doesn't make no sense. Anyway, now that that's figured out, today I'm gonna hit chest. Chest. But before I do anything, I'm gonna do some stretching. That way the good people can pour in. I will say real quick, it's a beautiful day. It's 77 degrees right now. I think a high of 80 or 81. You can't beat that. Unbeatable. I mean, it's gorgeous outside. Weather like this, I gotta take full advantage of. Nah, I mean, I hit some shoulders yesterday. I didn't do any shoulder press, but I did some shrugs and some upright rows. So that's why I'm okay with doing chest today. Because I'm gonna hit some incline chest, which is a continuation of the shoulders that I didn't get to. Yesterday was a little bit of an odd workout. I was just doing stuff. Because my lower back's been bothering me. Not the sciatica quite yet. Ethan Hawke, just doing some stretching. Sup? So my sciatica isn't acting up right now, but still the lower back before you get to the sciatica. Sup? Y'all are funny. Yeah. That's gonna be a real thing someday. Sup? Like the Chuck Norris facts, it'll be the Greggatron facts like sup. And the good X, Y, and Z. Yeah, that's funny. Good stretch. If you don't know, this is to stretch out your rotator cuff before you press some heavy weight on your shoulders. I'm rolling some yarn balls. Okay. Cool. Cool. Rolling some yarn. Are you guys going downtown today? Are you going to be documenting any protests? Are you gonna meet up with our boy Tommy again? Oh man. He's cool people. The Adventures of Tommy and Jamie and Terry. The Good Adventures. Is that who I think it is? It's Golden Rule TV. The Good. You ain't got no dartboard, homie. Yeah, you're right. Not yet. But maybe you'll inspire me to get one. If I have a dartboard, whose face should I have on it? You know what I mean? No, I'm playing. I don't hate people. I wouldn't put a face on there. A dartboard. I mean, darts are okay. I never got into darts like that. I was more of an air hockey guy. Foosball a little bit. I'll take pool over darts. Yeah, I'll take air hockey and pool before I do darts. Then I'll do darts, then foosball. But I like all that stuff. Yeah. My brother's godmom, she had a foosball table in her basement, and we would play that stuff. And my buddies, when we were growing up, they had air hockey in their basement. But whenever I play darts, it's like at the bars. I think my sister, does my sister have a dartboard? I can't remember. But I'm just not exposed to dartboards that much outside of bars. And I don't hit the bars that much. Therefore, I don't see dartboards very much. Yeah. After that stretch, I only like to play cricket, but love playing darts. Okay, I was about to say, are you trolling me? Jasmine cricket? No. Okay. I've never played cricket. Can't say I have. Like Camilla Harrison, Jasmine cricket. The Pope is ticked. Alright. Let me make sure y'all can see what's going on the good bench. I'm going to take that barbell. See, y'all like crooked, but I like cricket better. Jasmine cricket sounds smoother. Cricket sounds so mean, and she's already mean. And then when you call her Jasmine Crooked, you're calling a mean person by a mean name. Whereas Cricket's like more funny and lighthearted. Because she's tiny like a cricket, and she's real noisy. And she's black. All characteristics of a cricket. She's tiny, loud, and black. Just like a cricket. Right. I'm with you. I just saw the word crooked/cricket, and it reminded me of it. But I'm with you, Golden Rule TV. Speaking of, ooh, I'm glad you said that. There's some other channels I've been finding on YouTube outside of the political and news realm who are just cool ass, down to earth ass people. And it's actually really refreshing to watch those type of channels because you're getting away from your normal mess over here and then you're watching this other type of quote unquote mess. But it's not really mess, it's just non-political. So it's definitely nice to see there are cool ass people out there who you don't have to worry about when they talk politics. And that's one reason why I don't like to talk a whole lot of politics over here. For one, I don't know a lot about it. And two, I want to keep this channel to where anybody can just jump in and hang out and watch my videos and say what up. Because a lot of people, they go to these different channels to get away from politics. You know what I'm saying? So if you see an intro with me holding up knives and swords and stuff and toys, you're going to be like, okay, this is interesting. But if I start talking politics, you'll be like, what the? What's this channel about? But I will talk politics once in a blue moon. Sometimes. If it's newsworthy, especially if it affects my life somehow. Let me get these hooks going on the good bench so I can get the barbell on there. But yeah, Golden Rule TV, good point. And if you guys don't know, Jamie Russell, aka Ethan Hawke, he's going live this evening. So check that out tonight. This is just going to be a continuation of some good stretching. And the birds are chirping. It's really relaxing out here. Real peaceful. I saw in that last short I uploaded, I'm like, my chest is lacking severely. We need to do something about that. Yeah. Crank that down just a little bit. And I'm going to focus on upper chest more so than flat. So let's adjust that bench real quick. Let's see. Yep, I'm in the garage. Yes, sir. Let me read these chats before I adjust the good bench. Who's walking the dog? What are y'all talking about? What did I miss? I'm at the window and watching my mom. Oh, your mom's over there. Okay. Watching your mom push her twins. Is this your real mom? How does your mom have twins? She's also walking the dog. Yeah, I stick with my music. Yeah. Yeah, so as far as these channels goes, a lot of them are about art and cooking. Kind of like Mr. Mad with the cooking, but some of them are females cooking. And it's good to see some ladies out there who can cook. They'll do that or art or different things. Kind of like how Terry shows off her art sometimes. Things like that. It's refreshing to get away. More like politics. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be Ethan Hawke this time. Today it's going to be the good Ethan. I was a little bit surprised by that too. Because me and Ethan Hawke and Terry were in a group chat. And I was like, hey, I'm going to go live later. Or here shortly. And then they're like, yeah, Jamie's going live this evening. And I was like, huh. I said, I know every time I go live, you guys go live that evening. That means I inspired you. Something like that I said. And then she's like, yeah, Jamie's going live this evening. And I was like, yep, see there? I inspired you. I only lifted weights when I played high school football. Okay. Which is understandable. Very understandable, sir. I had to my senior year because I played both sides. Oh, so you did offense and defense. Right on. Looking like Blade in the... Oh, you're funny. My mom told me years ago I had glasses like this. These are Under Armour. Under Armour. But I don't wear Oakleys because everybody else wears Oakleys. But my mom told me years ago, she's like, sometimes she calls me son. Son, you look like Cyclops. You know, the dude from X-Men. I only dated the I only dated one lady my whole life that could look better than me. Cook better. You got jokes. You probably said look on purpose. There are some men out there who can cook better than the ladies. I made a corned beef brisket yesterday. And the good crock pot, okay. Shout out to the good brisket from the good crock pot. Also, the words the good, that's gonna be a thing. Someday. Look at that, kids on their bicycles. When you see kids on bicycles at the same time the birds are chirping, at the same time dogs are being walked, that's a dang good sign. You freaking GF kicked me out her Discord. Oh, my girlfriend? Love-hate relationship with your old lady. Why would she kick you out, though? You don't normally cause problems. I think sometimes my girlfriend, she gets a little excited and she won't even go back and forth with you. Once her mind is set, she won't give you any wiggle room to get your point across. So she'll just shut it down like, nope, 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 nope. I'm right, you're wrong. Blocked. But don't take offense to that. Y'all know my girlfriend's special. Girlfriend, if you're listening, you know you're special. But yeah, go to Real TV. He's cool people. He's alright. Don't block the good gentleman. I could see her though blocking somebody, even if it's you. I could see that, cause she simply just won't put up with it. She just won't. And I believe some ladies, in the back of their mind, not just her, but they know in the back of their mind that they're wrong. They just don't want to admit it in front of a man. Because then she believes, oh, he's just mansplaining me. Oh, he's just trying to take my power away. He's just trying to always be right, like how most men are. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that's how they think. So they have this thing to where they subconsciously try to one-up us or prove us wrong and that they're right without realizing that that's what they're doing. It's like it's been engraved in them to prove us wrong. Even if it means changing the subject matter altogether and changing the circumstance of the conversation. Like if you get a woman pinned in a corner with truth, she'll flip the whole narrative and say, well, no, actually, I'm right because of whatever. But it's like, wait, no, you're basically changing the goalpost. I think they call that a fallacy or something. When you change the circumstances of the discussion into fitting what you want it to fit. You're changing it into where it makes your answer right and the other person's answer wrong. So let's just say my girlfriend was wrong and I wasn't there. I don't know what y'all were talking about. But let's just say you were right. She could find a way to tweak the discussion to now she's right, even though that's not what you were talking about initially. It's like a game. And I know people, they do that to make themselves be right, even though that's not what we're talking about. It's strange. Pastrami, I have pastrami sandwiches pastrami and corned beef sandwiches are really good. And sometimes roast beef too. Which I'll do a mixture. I'll have ham on the bottom, then pastrami, then maybe some roast beef, cheese in between, and then I have salami at the top. She's one of my favorite people, but she drives me nuts. Yeah, I can see that. Like, I love her to death, right? But she's special. When I say she's special, I mean she's something else. Like, she's a trip. And we'll do this thing where we'll be talking, and she's like so certain. She's so sure of what she's saying. It's like I can't even get a word in. I'm like, hold on, girlfriend, wait a minute. And then I'll try to get a grasp of what she's saying. But sometimes she gets so excited, she'll just plow over what I'm trying to say. But there's times where I try to like stop her and get an understanding. Because if I don't, I'll forget. She could have 5 or 10 different points, but if I don't stop her, I'm forgetting all her points. And then she just moves on to 5 or 10 more points. Meanwhile, if I don't stop her, all these points are going over my head because I can't keep track of it all. But when she gets excited like that, it's hard to stop her. But yeah, I love that woman. For sure. Sometimes she'll call me dad just to annoy me. Oh yeah. There's a lady at my job. She calls people different nicknames. She calls me grandpa because she says I act like an old person. There's another guy we used to work with. He had bad knees, so she would call him kneecaps. There's this other dude we work with, a young guy. She calls him Lil Bill, like from the Cosby Show. The Cosby Lil Bill. Because, according to her, that's who he looks like. But yeah, I get kids calling me Unc. Like, what up, Unc? I'm like, Unc. Like, I know I'm old enough to be some of y'all's parents, but Unc? I don't like Unc because Unc is ugly. The only time I want to hear the word Unc is on Friday. Or, I'm sorry, next Friday. Yeah, with Uncle Elroy and them. But my niece and nephew, they call me Uncle Greg. That's fine. But when a teenager calls me Unc, I'm like, ugh, stop it. No, man. But yeah, she's funny. Calling you dad. Yeah, actually, speaking of her, I was listening to the Pinocchio song earlier with her song. And honestly, between us and Pinocchio, of course, I think her song is the best song out of that whole 2 hours and 40 something minutes. Like, not only is it pretty spot on, but it's really funny. It's one of the funniest by far, but it's so her that it's scary. And she's kind of like rapping in between, in the middle, but it's brilliant. And I like my song too. Don't get me wrong. Mine is the stuff. I just used mine in my short that I updated this morning. But her song is better than mine and Yoda's. Like, the only song that might be better than hers is maybe like Harmony Grits. Hers is really good too. But Latina and Cali's song is top two. Top two. Probably her and Harmony Grits. Those are my favorite ones. Then me and Yoda. those are my third and fourth favorites. But I definitely still need to go back because I've only listened to it maybe twice. But every time I listen to it, I hear new stuff. Even when I do that with my own song, I hear different things. Exactly. Then she'll hang up. Yeah. She'll hang up before you get a word in. Yeah. But pretty much to prove that she knows you're wrong. She knows she's wrong and you might be right, but she doesn't want to open up the door for you to potentially be right. Because she knows, like, oh, wait, hold on, he might be onto something, but I'm not going to let that happen. I'm just going to be right for the time being and stay right and shut him out before he gets a chance to beat me. That's why I say it's like a game. But she's smart enough. She knows what she's doing. Yeah. Hanging up on people. So basically, when they hang up on you or block you or whatever, low key, they kind of see you as a threat. Not a threat to their channel, but a threat to them being wrong and you being right. If that makes sense. Some mugs would rather, they would rather be, how should I put this? They'd rather stay right before they give you a chance to get up in there. If that makes sense. And this doesn't just apply to my girlfriend. And I don't even know if she does this specifically per se, but I'm kind of generally speaking. And I love my girlfriend. I know she's probably going to see this. Shout out to her. So I do have to say, girlfriend, if you see this, this is all love. But you know what we're talking about is true. I can hear her now. Boyfriend, I saw you were talking about me to Golden Rule TV. And then she'll probably badmouth Golden Rule TV. You're supposed to be on my side, boyfriend. It's like, yeah, I'm on your side, but at the same time, I'm not choosing sides. I'm on the side of what's right. Don't make me choose between two people. I just want truth. But yeah, she knows what she's doing. A threat to your peace. In a sense. Yeah. Like, let's say someone is full of chaos. Like those people who you see protesting, right, Terry? You see mugs out there acting a fool. And then you get someone like Tommy show up. Tommy is out here spitting truth and facts and wisdom. His truth and facts and wisdom is actually disturbing their chaos. So he's actually trying to bring peace to their chaos, but their chaos won't allow his peace. Even though Tommy doesn't come off as peaceful, he's still a common sense, truthful, factual person, but their chaotic nature doesn't want anything to do with his facts and truth. So that's why they clash. Because Tommy thinks he's right. Tommy's like, yo, check it out. I have the truth. I know the truth. I'm going to project my truth and honesty onto these people. But then the other people, they're like, hey, man, actually, we're the ones with the truth. We're the ones with the facts. And from their point of view, he's projecting lies and chaos upon them. But it all depends on the viewpoint. Because these people who are out here protesting and whatnot, who y'all see in Portland, I believe deeply in their hearts, to an extent, they believe they're right. Now, do they know they're crazy? I believe that too. But I think they think that they're right for the most part. That's why they reject Tommy in such a way. But my whole thing is, if Tommy is such a liar and if he's so dishonest, why do they care what he's saying? It shouldn't even bother them. You know what I'm saying? If Tommy is such a fool, or how they treat him, whenever he comes with his truth and honesty and facts, they should just be like, psh. If you don't go on somewhere with your little MAGA hat or whatever he be doing. So that's how I know Tommy's on the side of right, because of the way they respond to him. Because if he was a loser or if he was wrong, it wouldn't affect him at all. But the way they get all riled up and excited, that's how you know he's on the side of righteousness, because that's the demons inside of them that are acting up. It's like a pot of boiling water. They're just boiling inside. They can't be around people like Tommy, because basically he is their kryptonite. They can't accept and they can't be around that type of truth, because it's actually trying to help their spirit, but their spirits are so deeply wicked, they don't want that type of help. So I think Tommy has good intentions. And I told Terry and Jamie this weeks ago, but these people don't want to hear from y'all. These people don't care what you think. If you're on their side, cool. But if not, they don't want to see you. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to be around you. Nothing. They truly see you as their enemy. That's real talk. Yeah, I wouldn't talk to him. That's not true. I probably would know me because I like to talk. I like to instigate and start stuff in a friendly manner. The rumor is that Angelina Jordan. Who's Angelina Jordan? You mean Angelina Jolie? Just may sweep the Grammys this year. I like Angelina Jolie. I may watch for the first time in a couple of decades. She's done oh, a singer. Okay. 3 albums in 6 months since she ditched her label. Okay. I get the Oscars and the Grammys mixed up. The Oscars, that's the music. See, I just did it. The Oscars, that's the film industry. The Grammys, that's music. They've been fighting or is that supposed to be low key? Dogs and the Hanger in Discord. Oh, y'all be in Anchor Baby's Discord. I can't find myself to get a Discord or do Discord. I like being here with y'all and on Terry's and those guys, but I can't find myself to do it because every time I hear about Discord, it's never anything positive. I'm like, YouTube can already be negative enough. Why would I want to go to Discord where it's more negative? Just documenting. I'm civil. I respect their rights to protest and my right to free content. That's right. Yeah, I don't do Holly weird, only movies. My friends are going to come over later. We're going to watch a movie. Yeah. I'm supposed to be on this good bench, lifting some type of weight. Terry and Golden Rule TV, you two keep talking. Keep this going while I get this ready. All right. Outside. That song is stuck in my head. Man, I'm 1 in a million. Shooting star. I'm 1 in a million. Cash up Terry outside. How about that? If you don't, I'll bite your face off. Cash up Terry outside. Terry, outside, outside, outside. Ugh. Raise these up. I can never remember the exact increments when you're doing an incline. Because depending on the angle of the bench, you have to adjust the racks differently. Alright. There we go. I like to bounce it just for the warm up. Outside, outside. There we go. Oh. Outside. Let me see what y'all are saying before I slap some weight on here. Yep. That's the best part of the whole song. I have lurked into Discord. Terry, how are you typing on the computer or the phone and you're supposed to be doing yarn at the same time? You got all kinds of multitasking action going on. I have lurked in your Discord, but no one was on. Oh, go to Real TV. I still holding out that Terry will visit one day. Oh, crocheting. Yeah, crocheting. I don't know the difference between crocheting and knitting. I can't remember that. That's like when I was at work yesterday. I told my guy, there's a ladybug on your shirt or something like that. And he's like, that's not a ladybug, man. That's a beetle. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, man. Is it red? I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's a beetle, man. The ladybugs are yellow or whatever. Or maybe it was the opposite. I can't remember. I'm like, bro, I'm not calling it a beetle. That's a ladybug. Well, you know, some people got to be right. But I'm not going to remember the difference between the little beetle and the ladybug. One of them's red, one of them's yellow. But they look the same. I think one of them is more round, and the other one's a little bit more oval shape. But I'm just going to call them all ladybugs. Same thing with the crocheting and knitting. I'm not going to remember which one. I'm not going to remember which one's which. Yeah. I've seen people using Discord for their panel on YouTube live streams. I wonder how that would work because it's free. Good question. Maybe you need 2 monitors. Yeah. Maybe you get the monitor going with one hand, the good keyboard. But you're so talented at this point, you could probably knit with one hand and then type with this hand and then have the hat with the straws with the good Simply Lemonade to sip. Oh, you'll take a break. I'm just messing with you. I'm sure you can multitask somehow. Terry can probably just give her keyboard that evil stare. The same stare she gives Nero. That's true. She went live, I think this week. I said, don't be yelling at Nero. And then she said, oh, he loves it. He likes it. That cat doesn't like being yelled at. And then she said, that's our relationship. We always yell at each other. Ethan Hawke, get this woman. Get her. All right, let me slap a 45 on each side real quick. Poor Jamie ain't got a chance. He has a chance if he and Nero work together. Because I don't know if Jamie can handle her all by himself. But if Nero is with him, because Nero's been there for years. So if they compare knowledge and if they combine forces, because without Jamie, Nero is powerless. So Nero needs Jamie to assist him, right? But Jamie also needs Nero's help because Nero has vast knowledge about Terry that he may not know. So as long as it's 2 against 1, no, I'm just joking. As long as the two of them have an understanding, I think they'll be all right. That's funny. Nero and I are good. We understand one another. Nero is not powerless. OMG. He runs this house. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to understand. So how does this work? Does Nero run the house? Do you run the house? Or does Jamie run the house? Or is it a triangle? I shouldn't do that. They say that's Illuminati, right? But what is it? So who's in charge over there? Because at some point, it might be Nero. At other points, it might be you. And at other points, it might be Jamie. It's like the Holy Trinity. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Each piece of the triangle has an important role to play. So it's not just end all be all. There has to be a method to their madness. It's like an equilateral triangle. All 3 sides have the same angle and the same length. Nero is using Jamie. You know it. But he has to use Jamie because he needs help. Nero can't deal with Terry by himself. You know? Because Terry is a handful to Nero, right? But Nero is a handful to Terry as well. So that's where Ethan Hawke comes in. Ethan Hawke is the balance between those two. Basically, the purpose of Ethan Hawke was to bring balance to the Force. Because prior to Ethan Hawke being there, it was just those two fighting, Terry and Nero. Whereas when Ethan Hawke is there, it's like more relaxing and peaceful and calm. There's more equilibrium, basically, when the 3 of them are together. But when you take one of those 3 out, the balance is shifted. Take one of the 3 out. It doesn't matter which 3. Take one out, and it's going to be off. So this only works if the 3 of them work together. Does that make sense? Do you want me to preach or not? Too funny. Jermaine in Canada. What's up? That is who that is, right? Jermaine. Jamie knows he's in deep. Right, he is. He knows this. But he has help on the ground. He has help on the ground. And that is Nero. But this only works if the 2 of them work together. Not necessarily to overthrow Terry, but just to balance Terry and to get an understanding. But Terry has to balance them out as well. We're talking about the Holy Trinity, Jermaine. In this case, the Trinity being Ethan Hawke, Terry Strange, and the good Nero. Leroy? You call him Leroy? My granddad's name was Leroy. Nero has submitted to my authority, but we are a team for show. Okay. Okay, so did you hear the part, Jamie, when I said, who's in charge? Is it you, is it Nero, or is it Terry? Which one is it? Or is it 33.33% altogether? Or maybe it should be 50% you, 25% the other two. If that makes sense. We love each other. Okay, good. As long as that's happening, that's all that matters. Jamie gonna build a silent prayer room instead of a man cave. Yeah. Pretty much my man cave is my silent prayer room. Like, like this garage, for example. I can do the silent prayer in here. Because look at how peaceful those dumbbells look over there. That's called tranquility right there. Yeah, you're right, Terry Berry. She says, I'm a good woman. Yeah, you're the good woman. Yep. The Holy Trinity is onions, celery, and garlic. Okay, that's another one. You can throw that in there too. The Holy Trinity. Ham, turkey. No, I wouldn't put turkey in there. Ham, beef, and chicken. That's my Holy Trinity. They are a funny little duo. I get jealous. Yeah. But think about it. When they're a duo, you get jealous, right? But when Nero comes back to you, then Ethan Hawke, he might get jealous. Or when you and Ethan Hawke get together, then Nero gets jealous. Imagine if you have kids. Imagine how that dynamic would just change completely. Because then Nero would be like, okay, I'm finally comfortable with this trio we got going on here. Now you're having twins or triplets or whatever. Imagine if you had triplets, right? It's you three and three babies. What up, Mateus? We're just in here talking. We're just talking stuff. We're talking about the Holy Trinity and how this holy matrimony is going to work. If you're just tuning in, Mateus, it's only going to work if the three of them work together. My thing is, what happens when the kids are born? Nero's going to be completely thrown off. He's going to be like, wait a minute. Not only am I no longer the baby, but now we have to split the pie 4 ways or 5 ways or 6 ways. So that would mess his whole universe up. Yeah. That would be a sight to behold. That'll be the next reality TV show. Yeah. I'm supposed to be putting weight on the good bar. But yeah, what up, Mateus? I find myself talking on these live streams more than working out. But it's all good. I have myself to blame for that. I can't blame you fine people. We have fun. Catch up Terry outside. Outside. I mentioned earlier, it's like 78 degrees here. Dang near 80. What's the temperature over there? I'm just curious, because it better not be raining in Oregon. It can't be this sunny over here and it's raining over there or dark. Because it always looks dark in Portland, Oregon. Nero does get jealous, yeah. Imagine if children were born, the jealousy would be through the roof. Because you can't neglect your kids. You can neglect the cat before you neglect the kids. But I trust him with a baby. He'd be very protective. Yeah, I'm sure he would. The good motorcycles are out. I'm driving back from Salt Lake City. Okay, making my way home. Sir, you shouldn't be driving while on the phone. I appreciate you're here in the chat, sir, but I hope you're not driving. Or are you flying? Yeah, I got my bike back. Sure did. It is sunny right now. Good. And the face. What up? Thanks for that comment earlier. That was very kind. Yes. Great comment. Yes, I got my truck back. Oh, you're talking to Mateus. I thought you were talking to me. Golden rule. First of all, Mateus and Into Face should be moderators. Let's get that straight right now. Let's see. Add as moderator. Here you go, Mateus. And a face. If you hear a dinging noise, that's my group chat. I got going with some people. In the face. Come on. Yeah, I do. As moderator. Standard. Yeah, actually I do. It's right. Right, cha. There it is. That's my good 2003 Honda Goldwing. I keep the keys in the house, so if anybody breaks in, they can't steal it. Or else I'd turn it on real quick for you, but that's my baby. Yep. But it's so nice outside. I might take the good thing out later. If I finish this live stream and maybe eat a snack or something, I might take it out and then get ready for my friends to come over later. I'm supposed to be over here. Yeah, I like my Goldwing. It's pretty cool. Road trip. Yeah, let's do it. Thanks, Into Face. We need to plan a road trip next. You can ride it on a mission trip at our church. That would be a hell of a ride from Illinois to Oregon. That's some next level riding right there. People do travel the country in these type of bikes, those cruisers. That's what they're for. Yeah, man. They go to Sturgis. Sturgis? Am I saying that right? Every year do ministry. Right on. All right. I haven't looked at any weight this whole live stream yet. My workout streams are the worst workout streams ever. Because all I do is talk. It's 90% talking, 10% workout. It's horrible. Oh, this is 135. Since it's not very heavy, I'm going to do some close grip with some pause reps. I'm just going to let it sit on my chest, then explode on the way up. I'm going to go down slowly and fire back up. Just because I know it's not very heavy. Tuck the elbows in. That felt very comfortable. So I'm going to slap a quarter on there to make it 185. I don't want to do 225 quite yet. Because I just want to build up some more of that comfortability real quick. Because that angle is really nice. Yeah, we'll definitely have to go a road trip together. Get me, Mateus, Golden Rule, Terry, Jamie, Fisherman's Corner. We'll just have to make like a newsletter and round up the good people. Get Mr. Matt up in there. Yep. Get, what's the lady? Triple D. Dystopian Deep Dive. Get her up in there. Yeah. Her and Doll Snatch and Latin and Cali. We'll just have to assemble the troops. Yeah. A motorcycle rally. You can make it to where if Jerry's in a chair, how would that work though? You could get a motorcycle, Jamie, and have the trailer on the back of your motorcycle, and then Terry's good chair is sitting in the back of the trailer. That way she can still ride on the back of your motorcycle. And then when you get to your destination, just take the good chair out. Yeah. That might work. Or maybe you could invent a motorcycle, scooter, wheelchair of some sort. And why did Cali song is so catchy? Outside. Like, he killed that stuff. Pinocchio, he killed that. No, not he killed it, he killed it. She said, I'm 1 in a million, like a shooting star. I'm 1 in a million. Alright. I believe I did 10 reps of the 135. So let me do 5 of the 185. How's that sound? How about dig? Oh, Sweetheart is here. Hey. So for y'all who don't know, this is Sweetheart, guys. Hi, chat. How is everyone? Okay. Let me tell you something about Sweetheart. She's one of the sweetest women on YouTube. Y'all remember Sweet Amy? She's probably sweeter than Sweet Amy, and I didn't think that was possible. But she's up there with Amy when it comes to sweetness. She's a real sweetheart. And I found her through a different channel called Munchies with Jazz. And we make jokes like, wow, she's so sweet. She really is a sweetheart. And she doesn't have that name for no reason. She earned that name. So was that name given to you, or did you pick that nickname up yourself? Because some people try to give themselves a nickname, but in other cases, the nickname is given to them. So I'm just curious how you got that name. Obviously, it was from being sweet, but who gave it to you? Oh, she said she's blushing. No, you're okay. I'm just putting it out there that you're sweet. That's all. I wasn't trying to make you blush. But if you want to blush, feel free. Because this is a blush-friendly zone. We don't judge people over here for blushing. You understand? That's awesome, Sweetheart. Lives up to the name. Yeah, she really does. Because you can't find a better name for her. It's almost like her birth certificate says Sweetheart. Maybe her first name is Sweet, and her last name is Hart. Like Kevin Hart, the comedian, that's his real last name in real life. And I have a buddy, his last name is Hart, H-A-R-T, with no E. So maybe her last name really is Hart, and her parents named her Sweet. My question is, what would your middle name be? You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna make her a moderator here. Add standard. And if you don't know, she also has a channel, and it's about art. She uploads. Right now, she's been uploading pictures of art, but I've been trying to get her to get videos going with some good art. Because sometimes video form can be best. Hey man, I'm trying to inspire the good woman to upload some good videos, because I know she can do it, because her artwork is pretty spot on. She made this one drawing. I don't know if it's Jesus, but it looks just like Jesus. I'm like, that's really good. The shading was really good. Yeah, she's really good at that artwork. It's true. So it's okay. You don't have to blush. We're just... See, over here, we like to big people up. You get different channels, depending on who's up in the chat. They want to start stuff and start talking bad about people. But over here, I reject that sentiment. I'm that guy who be in other people's chats like, hey, calm down. Hey, be nice. Hey, keep it clean. Keep it peaceful. And then once they see I'm up in there, they be like, oh, Greg's here. Let me settle down a little bit. But there's times, and Terry can tell y'all this, there's times where it's like chaos, and then I'll jump into the chat, and little by little, all of a sudden it calms down a little bit. Chris does the same thing. Me, Chris, and Mr. Mad. When we're there, we know how to keep the peace, if we want peace. But without that peaceful element, it can be chaos, right? And that's what Ethan Hawke is really good at. He's really good at keeping the peace. Oh, good. End of face subscribed. Yeah, she's a real sweetheart. You're going to really like her channel. You're welcome, sweetheart. And I agree with you, Greggatron. We'll do our best to help keep it friendly. Yeah. Yeah, man. And we will help build each other up. That's right. It doesn't make sense to break each other down. Like, why would you want to go on someone else's channel and those people break you down? That means a mother lover ain't welcome. You're supposed to come on other people's stuff to feel welcome and safe and have fun and kick it and party. But if I go on someone else's stuff and everybody's fighting, I'm like, why would I be over here when I could be over there with this group or with those people? It doesn't make sense. And yeah, this is a workout stream, but we're over here talking about peace and love and happiness. Because working out doesn't have to be violent and that sort of thing. Working out can be fun. There are bodybuilders out there who hate working out, but depending on your attitude and your mindset, working out is a fun thing. Like art or music or anything else. Let's see. Sweetheart says, I like that about you, Greg. We need more men's and people like that, uplifting and easygoing and enjoy the conversation. Yeah. And another thing about these conversations, a lot of times you just got to go with the flow. If you're in someone else's chat, sometimes you can't dictate the direction the conversation is going. You just have to kind of like cling on and kind of go with the current, unless you have a specific question. But in many cases, especially if it's not your show, you just have to kind of go with the flow. I mean, yeah, be an individual, but sometimes my point is you just have to chill sometimes and take the back seat and let this person run his or her show the way they want to run it. And if you want to dictate which way the show flows, then make your own show. And if it's good, we will flock to your program, and then you can be in charge. Amen? I like that. Okay, I read that part. Workout. I can't see the arrows in the way. Workout and live conversations. Yeah, pretty much. That's how a lot of my live streams be. It's about fitness, but depending on who's in the chat, we somehow still end up talking about real talk. It's true. It is true. But yeah, it's cool that Sweetheart and End of Face have made each other's acquaintance. End of Face, he's one of my favorite homies from, how long has it been? 6 months or a year? It's been a good year, because this is during the Ghost of Tsushima days. So yeah, it's been a little while, which is crazy. But yeah, he's a good friend. And then I think we have each other on PlayStation also. Yes, we do. And we talk on PlayStation and on here about different games and whatever. But yeah, he cool. He cool. And we also do this thing where sometimes we'll shout one another out, or other people will shout us out, or we'll shout other people out, or whatever. Maybe a year at least. I want to say it was last summer or so. It was when I was playing the deluxe edition, the director's cut of The Ghost. I think that's how we met, right around that time. Yeah, because you're the one who told me to get the director's cut before I even got it. So that's how we met. Thanks to the good ghost. Yeah. So this is 185 on the incline. I would like to do 5 reps of this. Before my muscles realize we're not done yet. Earlier I did some close grip, but since the weight's a little bit heavier, I'm going to do a little bit of a wider grip. Shout out to Sweetheart and shout out to End of Face. 2 good people. Yeah. 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 One more. Yeah. 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 That's some good practice right there. I love when I let it pause and sit. That's how you know the strength is actually there. You're not just throwing weight around. And that's not very heavy, but I'm just saying. It's nice to know you can put a decent amount of weight on your body and still force it up like it's nothing. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the shout out. No problem. Yeah, of course. And face. And look at that. Another thing about Sweetheart, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make you blush again, but she be typing all these little emojis and stuff. Look at that. You got the heart emoji, the little diamond emoji, or stars or something. You got the strong arm emoji. You got the good clapping emoji and the raise the roof. She's good at those emojis. I'll give her that. Yeah. Ladies love emojis. I learned that recently. Because y'all remember, see, here I go talking again. Y'all remember before there were emojis, you would put like the number 3 and then the greater sign. That meant heart. Things like that. Whereas now, with emojis, people just went crazy. Especially ladies. Heart, exclamation mark, heart, heart. Ladies actually got me making emojis to them. And I never thought I would use an emoji until like, I don't know, a couple years ago. Because I remember when that stuff first started, I was like, what the hell? Why would people want to send each other that type of stuff? But I caved in, son. Now, everybody's doing emojis. And they got emojis now for everything. Different flags, different foods, different everything. Yes, we definitely do. Yeah. You're like one of the emoji queens. She's good at that. But one thing about emojis, you kind of know where the other person's coming from a little bit more. Because a lot of times in text message, you don't know how the person's really feeling. But if you put a heart at the end of it, they're like, oh, look, this must be with love because she sent me a heart afterwards. But without that heart, it might just sound heartless. I don't know. I'm just amazed how many emojis there are because when you scroll through them, you're like, oh my gosh. I see a different emoji every day. It's kind of like CapCut. When I'm on CapCut editing, I'm like, wow, there's so many different transitions now. And so many different effects and animations and all this stuff. Right. If there's no heart afterwards, that's a red flag, fellas. That's a red flag, gentlemen. If she didn't put a heart at the end of that text message or some type of smiley face, you know you did something. You know what I mean? I'm just playing. But yeah. And depending on who you're texting, if you're used to this person writing emojis, and if that person doesn't write an emoji, you're like, wait, what happened? What's the problem? What I do? It's like reverse psychology. You're like, you want to say, what's wrong? It's like when a man asks a woman, hey baby, what's wrong? And she's like, nothing, nothing, nothing. Knowing that there's something wrong. That's why some people say never ask a woman what's wrong. Because she'll flip it on you and use it against you. I don't think a sweetheart would do that though. He'd be like, nothing, nothing. You be doing that, sweetheart, your man be like, honey, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. Oh, nothing. Yeah. If sweetheart said nothing's wrong, she would put a heart at the end of it. It's a forced message. It's a forced message when they don't. I do it to make you feel more comfortable with me and easier to know I am welcoming you. It's a forced message. Meaning you're forcing yourself to put the heart at the... But that's my question. What if you don't want to put a heart? Like, you shouldn't be concerned with what the other person thinks. Oh no, is she mad at me? Does she approve? You could put your point across, and if you don't want a heart at the end, you don't have to put a heart. No one's putting a gun up to your head and say, hey, you listen here. You better put a heart at the end of that message or else I'll blow your brains out. No one's forcing you to do it. I don't think I would do it as like a guilt complex because you're just obligating yourself into doing something you really don't want to do. And if they feel a certain way about it, that's on them. That's not on you. But yeah, if you want to write hearts and stuff, by all means, be my guest. But I don't want you to feel obligated to do so. It's kind of like when you're dating, right? The person you're dating will spend time with you if that person wants to. So, you know how you hear men say, oh, she doesn't want to hang out or whatever, or she don't like me. If she likes you, she'll make time. She will find a way. And if she likes you, she will also engage in conversation. And many times first, she'll text you first. Like, hey, what up? Oh, look, so-and-so is texting me. Because she's letting you know that she's also interested. Just as he's letting her know that he's interested. So same thing goes with emojis, which emojis kind of goes with dating because I know people who date, you know they're using all kind of emojis. So I guess my point is, truth with Greggatron. My point is, don't necessarily be obligated to do it. If they know they like each other, that's not going to change with emojis or without emojis. It's just communication. That's all it is. It's just different ways of getting stuff across. My favorite emoji is the upside down smiley face. Yeah, that's probably the one I use the most. See, I didn't know it would get this deep up in here about some emojis. That's crazy. Just get her favorite food and drinks, haha. Or do something sweet to help her feel better. See, that's the only thing. Someone like Sweetheart, how would you do something sweet for Sweetheart? She's already the queen of sweetness. So what's sweet to you might not necessarily be sweet. Because she's like the judge when it comes to sweetness. She's like the end all be all. So if Sweetheart says you did something sweet, that means it's the truth. That means it means something. Because she's pretty much, I guess you could say, she's like the lawmaker of sweetness. Yeah. It's like if you're talking to a bodybuilder who's like really good at fitness and has a really great physique. And if this guy says, hey man, you're looking great. Your physique looks incredible. You're like, whoa, if this is coming from you, it must be true. Because, you're the master at X, Y, and Z. So if she's saying it, it has to be true. Yeah, Golden Rule TV, you have to check out Sweetheart. She's amazing. Okay. Yeah, Golden Rule TV, good people. I would say great people in the face. That's definitely a good idea, and women's love that. See, can you guys just feel the love in the air? Everybody's talking, having fun. Everybody's congregating, bouncing ideas off one another. See, when I started going live, I didn't know these type of things would happen. I just thought it would be like, do one more rep, or keep going. I didn't know there'd be love just spreading everywhere in the chat. That's amazing. It's incredible. Greg, that's really so nice to hear. I don't know. I just lost people, so made me appreciate people and want to show love and kindness because we never know what someone is dealing with. Yeah, I'm glad you say that because my dad taught me that when I was a kid. Speaking of my dad, he just came over like 2 hours ago because I cut my dad's hair for him. But he taught me when I was a kid. I remember we were driving. He was driving. We were going for a ride. And there was some homeless person outside just looking crazy and pitiful and pathetic. And I said, Dad, look at that homeless person. And my dad's like, Greg, you shouldn't talk about people because you never know what other people are going through. He taught me that as a kid. You don't know what that person's going through. You never know. And I also learned it can always be worse. So whatever physical or mental ailment you may or may not have, somebody always has it worse. If you hate your job, someone always has a worse job. If you hate your boss, someone always has a worse boss. If you're in prison for 20 years, someone's in that mug for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? If you're in there for 40 years, someone's in that mug for life. Somebody always has it worse than you do. So you better be grateful. You better be grateful for your genetics. You better be grateful for your health. You better be grateful for your job. You better be grateful for where you live. You better be grateful that you have something called electricity inside your house and heat. You better be grateful that you have something called a bed that you can sleep in. You better be grateful that you have something called an automobile that you can drive in. These are things we should be grateful for. Because there's a lot of people who do not have these things. Some don't want those things, but some do want them and just can't get them for whatever reason. And you should be grateful that you have some common sense. Because common sense is not common anymore. It's really not. You should be grateful that you have the wherewithal and the capacity to think outside the box. Because there's people who, their minds are just stuck. They can't accept new information. Or maybe they did drugs in their life and their brains are all jacked up. You should be thankful that you have a sound brain to where you can think and do some deductive reasoning. You know, see, again, when I make these streams, I don't know where it's gonna go. I just flow straight up. We be cooking too, so I'm in and out. Oh no, you're good. Hey, if you're cooking, shout out to you. That's another thing. I didn't even mention food. You should be grateful you have food. We have these inventions called refrigerators. We need to be grateful for that. Water, ice, heat, cooling, HVAC, all that good stuff. I was talking to a guy at work last summer, I think it was. And that's what we were talking about was thankfulness. And it got so real. We're talking about these things we're talking about right now. And he's like, I'm just grateful that I can leave work and go to a house where there's heat, he says. He's like, where I have a wife and a son at home. And they're there waiting on me. And this guy was telling me, you know, he used to be in a dark place one time in his life, as was I. But we're just looking back like, look at where we are now. Like, we have these things called automobiles that can get us from point A to point B. We have these things called street signs that can direct us. We have these places called grocery stores that can provide us with food. We have these things called jobs that can provide us with money to provide us with food. We have these things called gymnasiums where you can go and make games. Y'all better be grateful. Shoot. Straight up. I fall short sometimes. But I try to live by the golden rule. That's because you're Golden Rule TV. You have to follow the golden rule. It's like Sweetheart. If Sweetheart is Sweetheart, she has to be a sweetheart. If you're Golden Rule TV, you don't have a choice but to follow the golden rule. Because if you don't, that makes you a hypocrite. And you don't want to be a hypocrite. You want to live up to the name. That's like me calling myself Greggatron, but I'm rocking Optimus Prime. Like, no, man. I need to be rocking Megatron. You feel me? You can't do yourself like that. You can't cut yourself short. You have to live up to the name, because I didn't give you that name. Actually, I asked Sweetheart earlier, where did she get her name from? Sweetheart? So I guess I'll ask you the same thing, sir. How did you get the name Golden Rule TV? Because I never asked you that question before. Good question. Shout out to your grandma. Yeah. Okay. I was raised to think that way by my grandmother who lived through World War II. Oh, yeah. About being thankful? Yeah. Because the lifestyle they lived was totally different from the one we live now. the way they saved their food, and they didn't throw anything away hardly, and they knew how to ration. Shout out to your dad. He raised an amazing, adorable son. Oh, why, thank you. I will tell my dad you said that. Yeah, my dad's cool. I always do my best to treat people with kindness and respect because the stuff I went through makes me think what others go through. Yeah, because we all go through that same type of crap at one point in time. But I don't tolerate bullies and disrespect. Yeah, so depending on whose chat you're in, you're going to see bullies and disrespect left and right. So you'll know, okay, let me not go over there. Because there's all kind of mess. If you haven't seen it already, you'll see. In the face, sweetheart says, that's good to hear. And makes you a special person. See? She's doing it again. She's being a sweetheart. Makes you a special person. And you don't need to make disrespectful people or bad people. Or, I'm sorry, you don't have to take disrespectful people or bad people. You deserve good people around you. That's why I call our group, my circle, I call them all the good people. She died in 2018. Okay, shout out to her. But her and my grandfather were my heroes, not my parents. Yeah, that's how it would be a lot of times. The grandparents, they be the truth in many cases. Golden Rule TV, sweetheart says, me too. I grew up poor but made it by then. My parents worked hard for everything they have now. You gotta work hard. You guys are hitting me with comments out the wazoo. I don't even have time to read them all real quick. I was trying to load this bar up real quick. Let's see here. I'm so sorry about your loss of her and glad you had them both. Yeah, definitely. I met my grandma on my mom's side, but my granddad, he died the year I was born. He died in June of 92. I was born in August of 92, so I never got a chance to meet him. So that's where I got my name from, was from him. You're right about that. God knew when to tell them. They would not have handled COVID well at all. Probably not, but it depends. I came up with it. Oh, okay. You started that. Alright, cool. My grandma's home is full of stuff that's older than me. Which is kind of cool, actually. Because you can look back on some of that stuff. Especially pictures and photo albums and yearbooks and that sort of thing. That can be very cool. I raised my kids that way too. Only spanked one of my 5 kids once. And it deviated me. Oh, devastated. Devastated. Yeah. We stole you today from your workout. Nope. I said earlier, like right before you tuned in, I said it's my fault if I'm doing all this talking. Because I don't have to interact with you guys, but I choose to. So don't feel bad. Don't feel. See? Golden Rule, you see how she got the emojis? Trying to make a brother feel bad. No, you're fine. It's like, now I feel bad that she's feeling bad. Because she's a sweetheart. I got to get you with my friend, Sweet Amy. We have a friend named Sweet Amy. And she's kind of like you. Kind of. I think you two would get along very well. Yeah. Doesn't she a little bit remind you of Sweet Amy? Like, a little bit. That's funny. Let me take the 25s off, and I'm going to slap a 45 on there to make it 225. Yeah. It's almost like they're the same person, almost. Because Sweet Amy was like the OG Sweetheart before I met Sweetheart. And now I met Sweetheart, so I'm like, wait, there's more people out there like Sweet Amy? It's so crazy. Don't feel bad at all. Heart emojis. It's just me being my cool self. My cuckoo self. Meaning you're crazy, huh? Hey, those are your words, not mine. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll put the back brace on for this time. Tilt that back down so y'all can see what's going on outside. Outside. All right. Outside. What I might do, I'm gonna smash this for, let's say, 3 reps, and then do a superset and combine that with the dip machine, which is a technique I got from Mike Mentzer. All right. When you superset something, you kind of got to do it as quickly and soon as possible. But first, let me get on the good belt and drink some good water. And I decided to definitely wear this because my lower back has been bothering me a little bit. So, better safe than sorry. As far as the incline press, I probably won't go higher than 225. All right, so let's do that. And then we'll combine it with this. Sound good? And I did have some lower back yesterday. I think that helped. But I didn't like smash my lower back, but I was just doing some rows and some pull downs and even some hanging and some pull ups. I did that yesterday just to get my spine stretched out. You just got to work with yourself. You know what I'm saying? $225. Golden Rule TV. Are you ready? Sweetheart, are you ready? Interface. Ah, yes. Yeah. 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 Give him one more. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Take off the good belt. Come over here. Yeah. Actually, there. Let's do it this way. There we go. Yeah. I saw somebody commented something. Okay, Interface said he's ready. And Sweetheart says, raise the roof emoji. I think I almost said Sweet Amy on accident. Sweetheart can make her own language out of emojis. That's funny. Yeah, I definitely have to make sure you two make each other's acquaintance. Because she's like your sister. It's kind of like when me and you were both in, is it pronounced Kyla Bay? Kayla Bay? We were in her chat together. And then we were in Munchies with Jazz together. I'm like, wait a minute. These two need to meet because they're like soul sisters. They're like sisters from another mister. Okay. Sweetheart said, ready. She said, ready, get it, Greg. That's funny. You guys are funny. Yeah, mind, body, and soul. You got this, bro. Yeah. Big time. A tiny bit loca. Meaning you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's okay. I will accept that. You know why? Because you're accepting it yourself. You're not up here lying to the people. You're not fronting. You know you're a little bit cuckoo. And you're acknowledging it. I respect that. So you're a woman who you can acknowledge when you're wrong. You're not one of those who's like, no, 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 I'm right, you're wrong. I'm the good guy, you're the bad guy. You're not that type of woman. She's a wholesome woman. She's a decent woman. It's true. Nobody wants to be normal. This is true. My grandma used to say, speaking of grandparents, my grandma used to say, different people make the world go round. And we're like, what are you talking about, Granny? Like, what does that even mean? What she's saying is, when she says different people make the world go round, she would say, because if everybody was the same, this would be a boring place. And we're like, I get that. I like my grandma's wisdom. She passed in '06. So it's been almost 20 years, but I really appreciate her wisdom when I was a kid. Because it's like, you know how the older you get, the more it rings true today. So I'm glad we had our moments when I was a kid. Because it's like that spirit of truth, that spirit of wisdom. If they passed it down to you properly, it lives in you now. And now Golden Rule TV, you can pass it down to your grandkids and or kids. I don't know if you're old enough to have grandkids yet, but depending on how old your kids are, you'll be a grandparent at some point. And then you can pass your grandparents' knowledge down to them, which is kind of cool. Nobody wants to be normal. You're welcome. Yes. And then say sorry and make a nice dinner. Right. She's a decent woman. What is normal? That sounds like a foreign word. Yeah. I'm normally abnormal. It's kind of like when I'm at work when I say, I don't even know what a break is. I don't even know what break means. Right? I don't even know what there's nothing normal about me. In my intro, I'm waving swords around and boot knives and holding up action figures. There's nothing normal about that. That's why I'm like flabbergasted that y'all be on my channel like that. Because my channel is so different and goofy and out there and unique in the way I speak. I'm just flabbergasted that this many people come and listen to me. Like, it's been almost 2 hours and y'all are still here. That's what amazes me the most. Because when I started making videos, seriously making videos, I didn't think I would get this type of traction. But I'm like, wow. People want to hear what I have to say, or there'll be a time where if I don't make videos for several weeks, somebody out of nowhere will hit me up in a comment on a different video like, yo, hey, you haven't been putting out any videos. What's going on? You don't want to talk about such and such? You want to talk about what's going on? I'm like, I didn't know you guys wanted me to talk. Yeah. You need to upload some videos, man. Alright. I'll upload some videos. So that's why I try to post stuff weekly. 2 or 3 times a week would be nice. Because there are people who really want to hear what I have to say. I'm like, that's cool. I used to work with this guy. He retired about a year ago. And he'll text me out of the blue like, Greg, I didn't know you like the Cheesecake Factory, or I didn't know you like Applebee's, or I didn't know. He'll just randomly text me based off of a video they watched, because him and his family watch my channel. So they let me know, yes, they are watching. They're watching. And my sister's husband, his family, they watch my channel. So that's why I try to keep it clean and PG. Because a lot of my family members and a lot of my coworkers and friends, they got kids, young kids, who watch my channel. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I keep it clean, but that's why I continue to upload, because for one, I like doing it, but two, you guys like it. So I can't let the good people down now. And when I have guys like you guys who inspire me to do that, you guys are cheering me on. The words of encouragement certainly help. I don't know. I ain't seen Yoda in a little while. I was actually thinking about him maybe yesterday or maybe even this morning, because I was listening to those Pinocchio songs. I'm like, I wonder if Yoda's going to show up in the chat today. I haven't seen him in a few days. Oh, snap. What up? Yeah, I can't let the good people down. What up, my boy? You remember that Kanye West song, Never Let Me Down? Never let me down. 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 I have to do it for the people. It's true. Did you guys watch my Chuck Norris video yet? I was talking about inspiration and what that stuff means, and I mentioned how I always say if I can inspire one person, that would be cool, because multiple people do say I inspire them. So imagine Chuck Norris inspiring millions. Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Steven Seagal, Michael Jai White, Scott Adkins, Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Dolph Lundgren, basically everybody in the Expendables, Wesley Snipes, Jason Statham, Bruce Willis. Imagine all the inspiration we got over those guys. So what I'm doing over here, I'm inspiring people in my own way. Because I'm not like a movie star, right? But if I can inspire you on here, that's just as good. Because I went to a Comic-Con before, and I met some celebrities, like different artists, different voice actors and actors. And those people are so humble and nice and down to earth. But most of all, they're so appreciative of us, we the fans. Like, there were some people there who were the Power Rangers. They really appreciate how we appreciate them. That means a lot to them. Because some of these people, depending on who we're talking about, these people, they're a part of our lives. So when we give them that feedback, they feel like they're doing something, right? So that's the same feeling I get when you guys say this stuff in the comment section. I'm like, wow. It's like, not only did you watch the video, but you took time out of your day to leave me a comment. Not just any comment, but a comment with some good stuff, whether it be advice or positivity or constructive criticism. Because you don't have to write anything. You can just move on about your day. But the fact that y'all are engaging, that's what means the world to me. And some of the people on YouTube, they're so cool, like Terry Strange and Jamie Russell. I met them in person, and there were other people at their wedding from YouTube. So I'm like, wait a minute. I know that person. I know that person. I recognize this person. So that's how you know this stuff is real. Like, we're doing some real things right now. Speaking of which, Chatard, you called Punchy TV after I hung up last week, or this week, Wednesday, and you said you were in Portland, Oregon. And I texted Terry and Jamie and I said, you know, Chatard's in your city. Hit him up. I said, if you have his number, I said, I don't have his number, but if you have it, hit him up. And she's like, oh, I don't have his number. So next time you're on the road, sweetheart, if you don't know, mildly attractive Chatard, he's a truck driver. So he travels all over the country. But next time you're in Portland, Oregon, make sure you have Terry's information. Yeah, you should definitely hit them up. Yeah. Especially now that it's almost summertime. Bro, you need StreamYard like Terry. I'll pay for it. I'll consider that. I appreciate that. I didn't watch the Chuck Norris video yet. Okay, yeah, it's pretty good. Watch it when you're driving on the road. It's like half an hour long, but it feels like it's only 20 minutes. Because it's so fun and impactful. I'm showing off my Chuck Norris calendar from 2024. Oh, Herschel Walker. That's the football player, right? Yeah. And DeFace retracted his statement. Yeah, all of them inspired me. Yeah. We had a lot of good movies growing up. Will Smith was one for me because he used to run a lot in those Men in Black movies. Every movie he was always running. I'm like, dang, this guy is really athletic. All right. Enter the Dragon, the only movie I have. I have Ong Bak with the Tony Jaa. Okay. Very good. Greg, you're the star. There she goes again. She's doing this thing, guys, with these emojis. It's throwing me off. No, I'm playing. You're the star of this live. Actually, no, you guys are the stars. Because without you being here, I wouldn't be all animated and such. I mean, I would, but I'd be doing this in private. But you guys are making my day. So you're the star. You're the star. You're the star. You're the star. And we are so grateful to know you. Yeah, I'm grateful to know you guys too. That's my word. Terry is like a magnet. Yeah, for the good people. I don't know how she does it though. It's crazy. I'm glad you said that. Because it's crazy that she doesn't have to try. We're talking about Terry Strange now. She just can be herself, and we're all just attracted to her. All at the same time. I don't know how she does it. And I think I talked about this a little while ago, but she has this thing. It's like an aura, like a force field, to where she can just pull, like you said, a magnet. She can just pull that magnetic pull in. And she be having people on her show who be hating and yelling and screaming, but that doesn't stop them from wanting to be in her channel. So you're full of hate and you still show up, huh? You show up to a love stream and you want to bring hate, but you're still here, huh? That's how she can do it. She just attracts them. And she doesn't even judge them for real. If it gets out of control or chaotic, she'll say, hey guys, settle down. Or hey, let me get a word in. But for the most part, she just lets people do their thing with very little judgment. She'll only stop you if she needs to get a word in many cases. But she's probably the only person on YouTube who I've seen personally who just is able to do that in such a way to where mugs just want to be involved. Like, they bend over backwards to be on her channel. I've seen shows where there's 9 people, so you either have to call in early or you have to hope somebody hangs up. Because I've been on her show before where there's 9 people at the same time. Personally, depending on who the 9 people are, I don't want to be on there because everybody, not everybody, but people be yelling and screaming, and I can't hear myself think, and I can't hear what other people are saying because they're talking over each other, and there's a delay. But if it's cool people, the good people on there, oh, I'm there. And then you get Yoda in the chat talking about Greggatron, call in, Greggatron, hop up there, pull up. That's what he says. I'm like, I don't know, man, not today. But yeah, I don't know how she does that, Golden Rule TV. I really don't. And it can't be taught. You can't train someone to draw people in like that. That's just a gift. Seriously. Because she be having Frederick on there, and me and you, and Chat Tard, and DDD, and Latin and Callie. But she be bringing in the Bruce Wayne types too. And who was that dude who be yelling? The dude overseas. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Wildheart. Wildheart be in there from overseas. He be yelling and screaming. I never seen an individual who can just draw everybody in. Even the American Anchor Baby, he was in the chat once or twice. Oh, me, the PR guy, he was up in there. Yeah. She's gifted. So, sweetheart, if you haven't met Terry Strange yet, you have to meet her. Chat. Okay. Chat Hart says, yeah, I was in Portland only for 3 hours. Oh, okay. I never have enough time to stop and visit people. Okay. It's all good. Good call on Punchy, though. Chat. Thank y'all for all the nice conversations. Appreciate you all. Yes. You're welcome. No problem. Golden Rule says to Chat Tar, you need to put on the Trump Biden Kill Tony episode when you're driving. It's hilarious. I got a coworker, he loves that show, Kill Tony. He tells me all about it. And I think I will watch that at some point. Anytime, sweetheart, says in the face, thank you for allowing me to get to know you. See, when I see this type of love in the air, like, I don't know what to do with it. Because it's just so magnificent. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a very lucky person to have all y'all people. It's really insane when you think about it. So before I get too emotional over here, let me take these weights off real quick, and I'm going to get ready for the next exercise. You guys are going to make tears come out of my face. Out of my face. Out of my face. Speaking of in the face. All right. Yeah. It might be like 80 degrees now. According to my garage, it's 80 degrees on the dot, and the garage door is open. So that feels about normal. 80 degrees. Which is pretty much the peak of what it's going to be today. Let me throw this in the recycle bin. Everybody take a break. Say hello to your neighbor. Shake hands. Get acquainted. Get to know each other. We'll be right back. When I was a kid, that was like the best part in church. when the pastor said, stand up, say hello to your neighbor, shake your hand. Because it was like recess. You know what I mean? You mentioned you were cooking in and out, Golden Rule TV. What are you cooking? I'm curious. I'm just joking. I'm not really going to cry. I would never cry on camera. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people. I see a lot of videos on YouTube where people are responding to different TikTok videos. I'm not on TikTok, but I see TikTok through YouTube, through response videos and reaction videos and stuff. And now it looks like a lot of people on TikTok, they're always crying. They're sitting in the car crying over what's going on in their life or what's going on in the world. I'm like, why are you on the internet crying? Why do you think it's a good idea for the world to see you crying on camera? Some people cry. Okay, I get it. But don't do it on camera where the world can see you. Because they're going to judge you. They're going to make fun of you. They're going to clip that stuff, make a meme out of it. They'll bring it up 100 years later like, look, Greggatron, you were crying back in 2013 about such and such. Like, what? I don't even remember that. Yeah, they be fake crying. Fake crying like crocodile tears. And when you look at their tears, you're like, those aren't even tears. That's just their face. You know what I mean? But yeah, when I see people on TikTok crying, I'm like, really? Is that all TikTok is? A crying fest? And y'all telling me that someday TikTok is going to replace YouTube? I don't think so. Because people on YouTube aren't crying like that. But everybody on TikTok is crying. If they're not crying, they're dancing. So this whole app is for dancing and crying. Okay. But YouTube, in my opinion, has a lot more to offer. Whereas now, there's some people on TikTok who are doing like cooking and fixing things, repair, probably that sort of thing. News. Because I hear people say, oh, I learned this recipe from TikTok. Oh, really? Huh. So it's not just crying and dancing. But when I see it, it's crying and dancing. Yep, twerking and crying. They should call it twerk talk. Note the time. It's 3:01 on, let's see, what is it, March 21st? 3:01, March 21st. Greggatron started calling TikTok twerk talk. I'm missing so many of these comments. Let me see. 91 degrees in Kansas. Okay. Very good. Yeah, Wildheart. He's something. Yeah, Punchy TV was fun. Yeah, Nick Shirley. That guy's the truth. That's my litmus test on JLP. If somebody hates Terry, I know. Yeah. I never understood how Mr. Ping hates Terry. I'm like, how? It doesn't make sense to hate Terry. Hating Terry is not reasonable. It doesn't make sense. I miss Wildheart. I don't know what happened to him. He brought a different type of character to the streams. My girlfriend used to tick him off. I mean, he would not stand for what she was saying at all. Wildheart, you idiot Americans. You stupid Americans. We're like, buddy, calm down. Oh, well, Golden Rule. Nah, Terry is imitating Hake. They don't judge nobody and just let anybody call in and talk. Hake has a really good formula. You're right. I like Hake. I just don't glaze his goofy. You know what? Kill Tony is hilarious. Nice. Love is in the says Chat Tard. Spread the love. Okay, you're in Florida. It's 76 degrees. Okay, cool. So it's warmer in Illinois right now than Florida? Interesting. Oh man, 46 in Wisconsin. You're not far from me, but still, it's 80 here. Golden TV wants to know if Interface is a Packers fan. No crying face emoji. I make you a happy birthday. Ma'am, my birthday is until August. We still have some months to go, but thank you very much, miss. My birthday is August 25th, so keep that in mind. A birthday cake or a pie? It depends. If it's cheesecake, then a birthday cake. But if it's sweet potato pie, I'll take the sweet potato pie. But if it's neither, I'll probably take a birthday cake. Bring others the light from your spark of kindness and chill vibes. Yes. And a lot of times in my videos, like if I'm yelling, a lot of it is just a part of my act. Like when my voice is raised, when there's something stupid going on, I might sound mad on camera, but I'm not really mad per se. I'm just enhancing the Greggatron experience. I just do it so you guys aren't bored. But no, I'm not really like mad and sad. Like, there's no way I was really gonna cry on camera. That's ridiculous. You know why? Because I'm not on TikTok. If I was on TikTok, I would cry. No, I'm just joking. 91 in Kansas. Okay. Interface likes the Eagles. Okay. I always liked them as a kid growing up. Me and Reggie White. Okay. Cool. Turn to your neighbor to the left. Yeah, I remember that. Say neighbor. Neighbor. Okay, so my pastor. Ooh, this is deep. So my pastor, he would make it sound like we're putting up with him, not the other way around. So he would do this thing where he would go, and I'm not going to say the pastor's name. I don't want to dox him. Let's just say his name is Pastor John Smith. He'd be like, turn to your neighbor, to your left, and say, neighbor, neighbor, I love Pastor John Smith. He wouldn't even say pastor. He would just be like, I love John Smith. John Smith. He would do that. Or if he would go off into something and we'd be laughing or whatever, he would just stop what he was doing and be like, I love John Smith. Yeah. So that was his way of making sure we were all on the same page. He was making sure he wasn't losing us too much. Because you know how some of them pastors can be. He would say something outrageous, and we'd be like, oh, snap. And they'd be like, I love. Yeah. He was a trip. Turn to your neighbor. I whipped up a pillar of potatoes and onions. Cool. I've never had a TikTok or Twitter. Same here. And I have no intention. Yeah, they be fake crying. Sweetheart says to Interface, have you check out Recco the Creator? He's a great guy. No, but since you're a mod, you can put his channel in the chat if you want to. No, I haven't. I'll definitely check him out. Yeah, if you're a mod, you can post stuff in the chat. You guys are trustworthy people, so I don't mind if you're doing it. Yeah, that's why I made you a mod in the first place. Because I trust you. In the face, Minister of Defense. Okay. Yeah, all that twerking and crying. All right, some football talk. Yeah, twerk talk. I like that. Or tick twerk, but I think twerk talk sounds better. Like Facebook, I used to call it fake book. Okay. I don't know, man. Mr. Pink. He be cool people up until he be hating Terry. And then all that coolness just goes out the window. Like, dude, you're this cool. And then you hate Terry. And it just gets flushed down the toilet. I don't get that. But he doesn't have bad calls. Okay, you seen Wild Heart. Okay. Okay, good. If you see him again, tell Wild Heart I said what's up. Please and thanks. I haven't seen him in a while, that's all. Football ain't what it used to be, honestly. Yeah. That's great. He deserves the sub. Sweetheart and End of Face are getting along very well. I'm loving this. I mean, you guys can just go off and do your own thing and have fun. This is beautiful right here. Everybody giving out different channels to subscribe to. Sweetheart knows some good people. End of Face knows some good people. They're putting each other on to different people. That's beautiful, man. That's what I'm talking about. Chatar has boiled eggs in the air. That means he farted. If he's farting in that truck, he better be the only one in that truck. You know. Alright. Let's see. Golden. I can eat 50 eggs. Like Cool Hand Luke. Who is Cool Hand Luke? What is that, a pro wrestler or something? I was actually a red shirt freshman place kicker for a few weeks, but I quit to play club soccer. Yep, August 25th. That's my birthday. A adorable man was born. I see. Yep, that's me. I don't know how I feel, though, about a woman calling me adorable. You know what I mean? Men aren't supposed to be adorable. That's not manly. It's like, I'll have a lady say, your car is cute. I'm like, cute? What? My car is not cute. Men shouldn't be driving cute cars. It's funny you say that. When my niece was little, she was really cute. Like, just downright. My niece was like the cutest baby of all time. You know how everybody says that about their kid or their family member or whoever. Anyway, my niece, when she was like 3, maybe 4, we're like, you're so cute. Look at you. You're cute. She would look at me and say, I'm not cute. I'm pretty. We're like, pretty? No, you're not. You're a baby. You're cute. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm pretty. That was her thing. As far as the men goes, if Sweetheart is calling me adorable, I'll accept. But if any woman said that, I would not accept it from anybody. Okay? Sweetheart is a different occasion. A special occasion. So for you, I'll let that slide. Sweetheart. An adorable man. You can be an adorable baby, but you don't want to be an adorable man. You know what I'm saying? Okay. He's talking about soccer. 50 eggs. That's a lot of eggs, bro. That's a lot. I hope there's no side dish involved. And I hope there's all kind of cheese on those eggs. Because I couldn't just eat straight up scrambled eggs with no cheese. Not that many, especially. I've been making tuna salad and made some soft boiled eggs. Okay, cool. May 25th. Okay, cool. So your birthday's in a couple of months. Good stuff. Golden Rule TV, says Chat Tard. Golden Rule TV likes soccer. May 25th. Another. So, Sweetheart's taking notes as to our birthdays. Because she's so sweet. Knowing her, she'll probably wish us a happy birthday. Yeah, sweetheart, when is your birthday? Yeah. We gotta tell you happy birthday and well wishes and get you a gift and whatnot as well. See, there was already love here in this stream, but with Sweetheart here, the love is just all over the place. All over the place. All over the place. We don't know what to do with all the good love. They're talking about zodiac signs. I made a sweet potato pie for my dad, and he loved it. So now I know what to get you. Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Keep me posted. Jazz would be proud of you, Munchies with Jazz, because she's really good at cooking too. Seeing Wild Heart on the Confluence stream. Confluence. That's where I catch up with Marilyn. I don't think I know Marilyn. Remind me who Marilyn is. Oh, is she the one with the Marilyn Monroe default pic? With the white makeup and the dark thing on the eyes? The eyeliner? Oh, okay. It switches over to Gemini. Okay. Zodiac stuff. Jazzy don't allow no toots on her lives, remember? What do you mean toots? Oh, really? Your birthday is the day before mine. Oh. I knew we were two like-minded individuals. That's cool. It's bad enough when a woman calls my car cute. I'll show you what car I drive. I just can't show you my license plate. It means sweet and handsome in women's words. It's us making it more girly and sweet so that it's like women's are thinking good about you. Okay. Is that Latin A in disguise? No, she's not. Because I met her on someone else's channel. Yeah, it's amazing how sweet she is. But no, she's not Latin A in Cali. I shouldn't say this, because I know how Latin A will say, but I'll say it anyway. She's sweeter. The only person who's sweeter than Sweetheart, potentially, is Sweet Amy. But I think Sweetheart might get the trophy. We might have to do like a yearly award, like the Oscars or the Grammys or what have you. Let's say Sweet Amy got the award last year for being the sweetest. I think in 2026, I think Sweetheart should be nominated for the sweetest. Because she's incredible. But no, it's not Latin A and Cali, I promise. Yeah. She's just a really good person who I came across 2 weeks ago. right around the time I met Munchies with Jazz. I met Munchies with Jazz maybe a month ago or so. And then I met Sweetheart shortly after. Alright, yeah. If someone calls you or your car cute, yeah, something's not right there. Something's not right. But again, I'll accept it if it's from someone like Sweetheart. Chat-tard. Gotta make extra stops. Them poor truck stop bathrooms. Yeah. Too bad you can't just have like a little outhouse inside your truck and then the waste just shoots out into the highway or something. I was wondering that about airplanes. I'm like, where does all the airplane bathroom stuff go when people use the bathroom? I'm sure there's like a little pool or a tub at the bottom of the airplane, and then it just sits. And then when they land, when the service people come and do the luggage, when the other people, the service people, when they gas it up and stuff, they probably suck it out with some type of hose. But I'm like, I wonder how big that tank is to fit. I mean, because hopefully people aren't just blowing up the bathroom, but I was just curious. I'm like, because you can't just drop it while the plane's flying, because then, poop could fall on someone. But yeah, too bad a semi truck can't just have a porta potty or something in there. You would need hand sanitizer for sure, but me personally, I prefer soap and water. All right. I see you. You're a smart guy. Yeah. Golden Rule TV. Also, he's really good with music. He knows his stuff when it comes to music. I like to draw something for you guys. Oh, okay. Interesting. You don't have to do that, but that's awesome. I'm only imagining. It'll be a picture with a banner with our names on it, and then you'll draw like our faces or something, like a little mural. That's cool. But yeah, Sweetheart, you're always welcome here with us. You're not just welcome with Jazzy and them, but if I go live or Terry, I don't know if you met Terry, she was up here earlier. But yeah, you're always welcome to show up if I'm live, which I don't go live often, but you're also welcome to hit me up in the comment section on my videos. Definitely. Marilyn from JLP who calls her. Oh, okay. I think I know who you're talking about. I love to see what you draw, Sweetheart. Yeah, she's really good. That's my mother, G. Oh. We just share the same name. Marilyn? What? Golden Rule TV, did you see the video I put up on my other channel, Greg's Clips, about Jasmine Cricket? When I was putting that video together, I was going to clip your chat when you said, I only hear about that heifer when I'm on here. Well, I ended up not adding that. Yeah, she can definitely be that sweet. It's possible. I thought you meant Latin. Oh, Latina. So my girlfriend on YouTube, her name is Latin A and Callie, and now she goes by Gally and Callie. But we have this thing where she calls me boyfriend, and I call her girlfriend. That's our thing. So if I say the word my girlfriend, that's who I'm referring to. Latin A and Callie. And then she changed it to Latin AI and Callie. Well, now she's Gally and Callie. But you two will definitely get along well. Not as well as you and Sweet Amy, though. I think you and Sweet Amy would be like identical twins. But you'll definitely get along with my girlfriend as well. So shout out to the ladies. No biggie. She good people. Yeah. Hick has eyelashes on his Prius. Hell no. Thank you. Really appreciate that. But I'm talking too much. No, you're fine. You're only talking too much in the sense that I can't lift weights because I'm reading you guys' comments. Exactly. She's fine, isn't she? Go to Real TV. She's not talking too much. Cause you're bringing character to the live stream because in many cases the only ladies who are here is like Terry and maybe one or two other gals. Maybe. But usually Terry be the only girl here. So it's nice to have a new face. A new lady's face in the chat. I'm a country boy. I go in bush and use corn husk. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Because I'm Colombian and Portuguese. So I mixed it up when you said, oh, you're fine. A lot of what we're saying is like inside jokes, so you might not catch on to it quite yet anyway. But that's fine. No harm, no foul. But if you're around long enough, you'll start to pick up on some of our lingo. It's like we're almost speaking in code, but we're not. It's only code in the sense that you're not familiar with it quite yet. Because me and Golden Rule TV and Mildly Attractive Chat Tard and Interface and others, we've been around each other for a long time. So a lot of the stuff we're saying is stuff from weeks and weeks and weeks ago or months ago. So that's why they're kind of like inside jokes. Inside. Innuendos. The other day I called it innuendos. My friend's like, it's innuendos, man. I said, oh. I said innuendos. I caught myself. They caught me too. Oh, nice. Colombian women are fine with a PH. Yeah, I like that. Fine. See the emojis? She's distracting me with the good emojis. And a little cuckoo. It's possible. They can be cuckoo. You might be onto something. Have you ever seen Slashley stream? She's a brilliant artist that streams every day on YouTube and Twitch. No, but you're welcome to post her channel in the comment section. That way them guys can find her easier. Greggatron, if I send you a $500 super chat right now, will you let me have your girlfriend? No. For one, I don't have super chats. And two, I can never put a price on my girlfriend because you just can't put a price on something like that. You can't put a price on true love. You just can't do it. You can't buy love, man. But nice try. I appreciate it. I might let her know the sentiment. That's nice of you. I appreciate that, but no. And no offense, but $500 doesn't mean anything anymore. That money be gone in a month. Whereas my girlfriend, she's eternal. Like Chuck Norris, she's forever. So keep your money, sir. Use it for gas money on the road. You're definitely going to need it. But no thank you, but I appreciate it. I'll snipe you myself, says Golden Roll TV to Chat Tard. She's worth, thank you, Golden Roll TV. Thank you. She's worth $1 million. Minimum, he says. But I still didn't put a number on it because I don't want to compare money to people. That's like you're buying people. That's like slavery. Yeah. My girlfriend has no price tag on her. No, you won't, Golden Rule TV, says Chat Tard. You love me too much to snipe me. He'll snipe you with love, not with hate. Meaning he'll snipe some sense into you. Because Golden Rule TV, he's not a murderer. He wouldn't do that to you personally. It's like when someone says, someone needs to slap some sense into you. Not because they want to be violent towards you, just in the sense that some people just need a wake-up call. That's all. But it's all in fun. Sweetheart says to Golden Rule TV, no, just go into YouTube like 5 weeks. So I'll check her out. I appreciate you giving her info. Okay, cool. Okay, good. He did post it. And I don't think I can screenshot it right now because I'm live. But if you want to hit me up in the comments later on, I'll definitely check her out. Or sweetheart, one of you remind me of Slashy's Slashy Slay. Is it Slashy Slay or is it Slashy's Lay? She's amazing. She paints horror. Okay. Horror themed stuff. Please don't have nightmares of emojis because of my cuckoo-ness. If I have any nightmares about emojis, you're the first person I'm gonna call like, hey, this is all your fault. I had nightmares last night. No, I think I'll be alright. Bro, you can definitely put a price on her. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. Because this is about the heart. Money has no effect on the heart. It does if people are into money. That's a whole different tangent, though. Like how couples will get together based off of their incomes. I get what you're saying, but it's almost like we're saying two different things. Money has no effect on the matter at hand. But yet, people do definitely get together based off of income in many cases outside of love. I watch Slash. I don't know why it's hard for me to say that. I'll just call her Slash. I watch Slash a lot, but she's on the same time as Hake. Okay. When I get sick of Hake, yeah, I go over there. Yeah. You almost feel guilty when you do that because it's like you're cheating on the channel who you be watching. You go elsewhere. And then you kind of guilt trip yourself. I had a barber, rest in peace. It was a Saturday. I go in there and the line is like a mile long. The line is like out of the barber shop. And he was so good at his job, he was the only barber there. So I said, hey, you think you'll be able to get me in today? And he's like, I got a lot of people lined up, bro. I can fit you in at some point, but it'll be a little while, he said. I was like, ah. I said, I might run to so-and-so. And he's like, what? He said, you don't say you're going to run to so-and-so in front of me. You don't bring up another barber at my shop. Because it was like disrespectful, man. It's like I was cheating on my barber with another barber. So if you do cheat on a YouTube channel with another channel, don't tell that person you did it. Because that can hit some people hard. Like, where's the loyalty, right? But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, when it comes to the Hake Report, I feel the same way when it comes to the flat earth stuff. I'm like, I fast forward through it. If I'm not watching live, and if it's about flat earth mess, a call, I fast forward through that stuff. I'm to the point I can't listen to nothing about no flat earth. I'd rather get into an argument about Jesus being black or white than argue if the earth is flat or round. You feel me? Okay. You're a sweet guy, says Sweetheart. You went and got the link. Cool. Yeah. Golden Rule TV's a good guy. All right then, bro. Well, the offer is still on the table. You can take it off the table. I don't need that table. But appreciate it. Golden Rule just subscribed to her. Cool. Okay, Sweetheart, just subscribe to that channel. Cool. She actually worth about $9, but ain't nothing wrong with slavery, bro. $9, that's it? Then why'd you offer me 500, my boy? Now you're being over generous, if what you say is true. Golden Rule says to Sweetheart, you'll love her. She's very funny. So talented, not just painting. It's good to know people who are well versed in different things. That's a fact. Can't wait to check her out. She's also a huge mental health advocate. She's all inked up and has a nose ring, but it's cute on her. Cool. Now I can't wait to see her. Greg and chat, have a great night. I have to go cook the foods and then get ready for my double shift at work. So happy I got to flow and meet you all. Nice. Thank you, miss. You're pulling a double today? Wow, on a Saturday. Enjoy your shift and make sure you take plenty of food with you for your lunch. Because if it's a double, you're going to need it. I'm so glad you were here today. You and your emojis. Really nice meeting you, Sweetheart, says Golden Rule TV. Stop cheating on Hake, bro. He's earned our loyalty. Yeah. Chattar makes sense. And the face says, you're welcome, Sweetheart. I hope you have a good night and hope your work goes smoothly. I agree. Nice meeting you, he says, and chatting with you. Golden Rule TV says to Chattard, dude, you know I can't stand bootlickers of any kind. That's un-American. It's not bootlicking, bro. It's man law. Ooh, I'm almost caught up. Golden Rule TV says, I don't care what you call it. It don't jive with me. Only boots I lick are women's bare feet. What the? Sometimes I miss working, but taking care of my mother is full-time gig. I believe that. Chattar says, I'm pulling a double 2 eastbound. Okay, cool. Now that I'm all caught up, let me take these weights off, and I'm going to do some incline chest flies with dumbbells. Sweetheart is great. But I definitely asked her if she could upload some videos herself. That would be nice. Cash activity outside, outside. Outside. All Got the barbell off. Discord is for bootlickers. You guys are funny. I know I'm not on Discord. And it's not because there's bootlickers on there. I don't need to be involved with that type of mess. It's already messy in the areas where we be going, let alone Discord. Discord is like probably Xbox Live on steroids. You know. That's cute. So when you asked, "Is Sweetheart Latin?" She thought you were saying, "Is Sweetheart a Latina?" That's cute. Yeah, she'll get to know my girlfriend at some point. I'm sure. So for the chest flies, I'm gonna just warm up real quick with some 15s. I think she said not Colombian. Was it Cuban? I gotta roll back through the chat. Yeah. She said she was Portuguese and something else. Yeah. I don't think I need these gloves anymore either. Feels so good outside. This is just a little warm up. Get a good stretch. Arnold said go out as far as possible. Ooh. That's why I started with the 15s. Ooh, good stretch. Yeah. Ooh, that's nice. I like to hold it for a minute before I go back up. And then once they're touching, I squeeze them together to get that extra chest squeeze. I might have to give Sweetheart a shout out in my next video, like I did with It's the Real Mr. Mad. That felt good, but still, I'm gonna up the weight just a little bit. to 20 pounds. Combo. Yeah. You can kind of tell that she's cute in real life by how she talks. Thank you, Colombian. I couldn't remember if it was Colombian or Cuban, but Colombian. Yeah. She's definitely the jackpot, that's for sure. I'm definitely happy to have her on the good team. LOL, I really never heard of Air Supply, honest. I'm cranking up Invisible Touch by Genesis. Okay, so you're jamming. That's BS. I can't find you a few songs you've heard of, but didn't know it as it's Hake's kind of music. Mess. And it's hip to be square. Pitiful. They have a lot better songs. Okay. So these guys are talking about music. That's fine by me. Keep talking. And I'm going to grab some 20s. Maybe I'll do arms tomorrow. And you don't see me hit legs that much because I do bicycle work a lot. Especially with today's weather. I ride my bike a lot, so if I do legs, it's on that over there. In many cases, but most of the time it's on my bicycle. Because I hear people say, you never do legs. What, do I really need to? I run, I jog, I bicycle. You look like Johnny Bravo. You're all upper body. No, not really. And I do this on the incline just to make it more difficult. Yeah. 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 I'm going to combine that with the 25s. Yeah. Yeah. Good weight. Oh. Ooh, decent weight. Let's combine that back with the 20s. Drop it back down. Oh. That was a good workout. It's almost 4 o'clock here. My brother's coming over at 7 or after 7. So that gives me about 3 hours. So if it's okay with you guys, let me get on my bicycle, ride to the park. That takes a good hour. And then I'm gonna come back, eat some food, and hang out with some people. Gonna have some friends over later. Shotard is funny. If you was my neighbor, I'd go, oh yeah, that'd be dope. Hell yeah, we would train. Yeah. Imagine if the three of us live next door to one another. Just imagine the gains. Make that the 4 of us in the face. Imagine if we all lived in the same neighborhood. Man, it's a shame we're so separated. This person lives in that state. This person lives up north. That person lives in Florida. You know what I mean? It's like we're so isolated. Too bad. That would be dope. He would be a great neighbor, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. See, in the face, me and you, we would play video games together. I'd be like, hey, what you doing? You remember when you were in high school? Hey, what you doing? You want to get whooped? All right, bring that Mortal Kombat over here. Me and my friends used to do that. Well, then live took over. That was more so high school. Middle school, we would go to each other's house and play games. By the time high school rolled around, everything was live. So many cases, we wouldn't need to play with each other anymore because people had online. When I get my car fixed, we should hang out. Yes, we shall. Cool seeing you. Yeah, this was dope. I ain't gonna lie. So Ethan Hawke's supposed to go live at 6 o'clock their time, which is 8 o'clock my time. So you might see them, and I might see you. Like I said, I'm gonna hang out with some friends later on, so I might say what up if I can. But yeah, Golden Rule TV, End of Face, mildly attractive Chattard, Sweetheart, Terry, Jamie Russell. Who else was up in here? Did I say End of Face? Oh yeah, Mateus was here. He sure was. And Jermaine. And Canada. I think that's who that is. Yeah, this is a really good live stream. I don't write any notes. I don't think about what I'm going to talk about. I just kind of go based off of what y'all are saying. And it's more fun that way. Because it's less discipline It's more loosey-goosey, as Hake would say. And it's Saturday. We don't need to be all serious. I'm only wearing a shirt because y'all are here. You feel me? But nah, that was a good stream. Good stream. But do me a favor, put that woman's channel in the comment section when I get off here. And I'll check her out later. Or just type her name. With that said, I probably should pose. Since I hit chest, right? Arnold said, whatever muscle group you hit, you should pose afterwards just to see how you hit it. Yeah. The good Arnold told me that. Yeah. We'll talk. We shall talk. 3 hours, that's pretty good. 3 hours in this 80-degree room? I'll take it. I might come in here later on when I get done with my bike ride. Because sometimes me and my friends, we hang out in here too. I'm telling you, G, this is the spot. This is the spot. I'll set up a table and we'll have a little beverages sitting out. It's a good time. Good time. Yes, you did, bro. Says in the face. Yeah. Okay, I did say your name. Okay, good. All right, let me get up out of here. Happy Saturday. Have a good weekend. If you're still driving that truck, be careful, Josh, if you're still listening. But I'll talk to y'all later. With that said, peace.